Welcome to Toffee TV. Match reaction. Spurs 1, Everton 0. An absolutely shambolic performance by Everton tonight. I do not mind getting beat by teams when they are at the better side or you are beaten in a close game, but that was just garbage, absolutely garbage. Spurs scoring with an own goal. I think both teams had 2 shots on target. But just the whole attitude of Everton's players tonight was just horrendous. Carlo Ancelotti set Everton up to like he has in the last few days to be compact. And I think it worked for the first 20 minutes or whatever till the goal. And then it was, well, how do we react to the goal? And we simply didn't. We simply didn't react at all. Mason Holgate goes off with an injury that he sustained, hacking one of their players down, but we simply didn't react. There was no urgency. Even, at the end, for the last 10 minutes of that game, we should have just been lashing the ball up front. The keeper should have just been getting in and kicking it and getting flick-offs off Dominic Calvert-Lewin and trying to get Richarlison and Bernard into the game and Anthony Gordon, but we weren't. Still trying to play through a non-existent midfield. And it was just woeful, absolutely woeful. And once again, we've gone somewhere where, if we could get it would change the course of our season. And we haven't. We've bottled it again. And you listen to Gary Neville in commentary, and he just ripped the arse out of us tonight because this is what we are. This is what Everton are. Fall to bits when there's anything that is on the line. This is what we do. We're a specialist in it. Remember Mourinho calling Wenger a specialist in failure. Jesus Christ, we've got nothing on Everton. And it wasn't even like, if we win tonight, we'll go 6th. It wasn't. It was like, if we win tonight, we might have an outside chance of getting a European place. It's embarrassing, and it's that kind of mentality that has to be shifted at the club. And yes, we've got the right manager in charge, but when you look at performances like that, it's going to take 5 or 6 players. It's going to take a whole new midfield. Gylfi Sigurdsson, absolutely embarrassing. Shitting out the tackles, and I read the stat, 195 minutes since he's won a tackle or something like that. Andre Gomes, again, just awful. Everything goes backwards, doesn't move out of his little circle. It's embarrassing. This was a player last year we were all pairing over. I know he's had a serious injury, but it doesn't mean you can't run around. Iwobi, awful. Absolutely awful. A lot of fans just don't get what he does, and I don't really get what he does. I know he does have flashes of it, but I don't get it. Tom Davies spends most of his time on his arse. Let's be honest. He runs with the ball, waits for someone to lean on him, and ends up on a hump, on the floor. And that's your midfield. And then you're asking Seamus Coleman to go past them. You're asking Dean to go past them. They won't go past our midfield. They don't, because there's no one to come back. And the front two get isolated because of it. Richarlison tries to drop deeper, and then he was getting kicked all over the place tonight. But it's just the way we play. It doesn't make any sense. We played for the last half an hour of that game like we were 4-0 down. Like, you go back to the Chelsea game last time we got beat. We got destroyed that day, and it was a similar performance, but Chelsea were well better than us and deserved to win the game 4-0, and you can understand why we were sort of towards the end in that game. But Tottenham have done nothing there. They've done nothing. They scored a spawny goal. They've had a couple of half chances, some curled one wide, and Pickford had to make a couple of saves. Nothing incredible. We just played like we, I don't know, we played like we played 90 minutes yesterday or something. How can you expect a team to do anything when the players won't risk anything? When the players won't say in the last 10 minutes, right, lads, it's 1-0. We're just going to throw everything at these. And if we do concede one, well, we've conceded one to try and score one. We didn't do that. We did it in the 90th minute. Mina and Michael Keane goes up front, so Jordan Pickford kicks a ball to Bernard and expects him to win it in the air. That's how our players are. They're all brain dead. None of them are winners. And we're going to have to buy at least 3 quality players and start turning the whole thing round. Because Carlo Ancelotti can't do it on his own. Since he's come in, what he's started to do is create a structure to make us hard to beat. And it's worked in some games. But we're still not a very good team. He's just added a structure. And tonight, once we were 1-0 down, we had to change that, and we couldn't. The players are terrified. They are terrified. Some of them are just terrified to have a go, because it would mean running around a little bit. And some of them are terrified because they're terrified of being exposed. And that's the real worry. And that means that no matter what this manager does, this team will never be good enough to even challenge for Europe, in my eyes. It needs real investment. And it obviously has to come in this window. The only real bright spot was Anthony Gordon when he came on. I thought he was very, very positive, and at least had a go. You know, apart from that, it was awful, absolutely awful. And I hate performances like that, because it's nothing that Spurs have done. Spurs have done nothing. All Spurs did tonight was almost like what we've been doing. Just keep the shape, lads. That's all they've done. And somehow, we've not been able to fashion any kind of serious chances at all. We've had a couple of half chances. Dominic Calvert-Lewin with a little back heel off a corner. Moise Keane at the end made himself a nice little bit of space, but hit it straight at the goalkeeper. And that's it. And that's not good enough. Whether it's lockdown football or not, because they are not a great side, Spurs. And yet, they were comfortable most of that game because we simply refused to put effort in. And our players simply refused to put effort in. And those players, Sigurdsson, nothing. Man needs to be bombed out the club as ASAP, let's be honest, if anyone would take him. And that they are, there's going to have to be some cold, hard facts presented now to this squad. Gomez, if he doesn't start pulling his weight, has to be bombed. Tom Davis has to be bombed if he doesn't start pulling his weight. Iwobi has to be bombed if he doesn't start paying his weight. Bernard bombed out if he doesn't start pulling his weight. These are real things that need to happen at this football club. There's no time for sentiment. These things, you know what, I really like Bernard, he's a really good player, but no, it's not good enough. Bye. Iwobi, it's his first. No, not good enough. Bye. Tom Davis played 100 games. Well, if he's not good enough, he has to go. Sigurdsson, go. Gomez, dead unlucky with the injuries. It doesn't matter. If he's not doing it for Everton Football Club, he has to be moved on, and someone has to be brought in to take the place of those players if they can get rid of them. And they are the cold, hard facts of the situation. They are cold, hard facts. So, there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments anyway on this game. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like. And if you want to join us tomorrow, we'll be doing the final word live over on Patreon. If you want to check that out, the link is in the description. Make sure to check out Baz's instant reaction, his 3 things from the game, and my player ratings. I'll see you later.